ASMR, and I just want to start off by saying I am really sorry. The last video I uploaded was my rig video. I've got 2 more videos uploaded right now, a rainfall video and another update video that I did. And the reason I'm just getting around to those is because the YouTube Capture app is a piece of not very nice stuff all the time. Like, sometimes it works just fine for me, but then other times it gets stuck at like 1% and it won't go any further. But right now, I've got a rainfall. The rainfall video is 17% done, so it'll obviously be up before this one is. And there's my guitar. You cannot see it very well right now. This is the Les Paul. But yeah, I hung up some posters today which you cannot see at all. All 4 of them are Pink Floyd posters, so that's kind of cool, I guess. I was in Traverse City this weekend, so by the way, if you don't know Michigan geography, can you see my hand? No, you can't. You know how Michigan is shaped like a mitten? Well, basically, I'm on the east side of Michigan, and Traverse City is almost dead on the other side to the west. And we're on the opposite side of the state, and we are huge rivals when it comes to football and other sports. It's always Traverse City versus Alpena. We're rival cities. But, yeah, it's a cool place to go, though. I gotta admit. They're a bigger city than we are, and there's a reason for that. They went more for a tourism route, and we went more for an industrial route, like those lights. The lights that you can see in the distance there. That is a Lafarge cement company, and they harvest the limestone around here, and we basically became a cement manufacturing town. And they blossomed off cherry and grape and wine business, I think, and they just brought a lot more people in than we did, so they ended up being the bigger city, those bastards. Oh, sorry. That wasn't supposed to come out. Sorry. Really sorry. If any of you live in Traverse City, first of all, hi there. Second of all, I'm sorry for that. It's just instinct after living in Alpena for so long. Anyway, I was there this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and I was looking around the different shops and stuff, and my dad and I went into an army surplus store. Any of you locals will probably know which one that is. And we were looking around for stuff, and we both got a trench coat. And I got a great deal on a London Fog trench coat. Those are $200 trench coats, and I got mine for $20. And it wasn't even beat up or anything. It was just missing one button that luckily we had a replacement for. So that was pretty lucky. And so yeah, it's all cleaned up, and I'm probably gonna do it. I think I might do a jacket video in the near future. Like looking at all my jackets and the fabric. I've got my leather jacket like right here. So yeah, this thing's probably going to be retired really soon because we're in the springtime now, and even though it's Michigan, the weather is starting to calm down on the warmer side. So that's probably going to hang up until autumn. It's a really nice jacket though. And I've got a wool pea coat. less of an update and more of a ramble. So, if you like my voice, I guess you can get a lot of it here. I'm gonna look at my vinyl collection again. Well, not again, but I'm gonna take a look through my vinyl collection with you guys. And, because while we were in Traverse City, I got a new album, a new vinyl, Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. As you can kind of tell, I'm a huge Pink Floyd nerd. And, the greatest thing about it is that, I got Jimi Hendrix on top of it right now. Sorry, Jimmy, you're gonna have to move for a second. You can't see it, but any of you Pink Floyd fans that are really educated on the subject will know that the original Wish You Were Here vinyl came in like a black plastic sleeve. And luckily, I found a copy that still had the sleeve with it. It was a 2011 repress, so it wasn't that hard to... Those sleeves aren't as rare with represses, but it's still very tingly, I guess. So I'll give you a quick sample of that. I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, there's that. And, so yeah, I've got to be one of the very few teenagers in the world who still uses vinyl. Could be worse, I could be using an 8-track. I'm sorry, the inside of my mouth is really cut up because of my braces. And, it's really irritating me this weekend, and I have no idea why. And, as you can see there, rainfall is about to upload. 22 seconds remaining. Yeah. And, let's see, what else did I do in Traverse City? In Gaylord, which is halfway between Traverse City and, Alpena, we stopped at a gas station, and I found a glass Pepsi. Pepsi that was in a glass bottle, and even though I don't usually drink pop, I went ahead and got it because I'm a geek for vintage styled stuff. And, or I'm sorry, not Pepsi, Coke. Don't know where I got Pepsi from, but, yeah, so. I got a nice glass bottle out of the deal. Yeah. So other than that, I don't think there's much I did in Traverse City. But let's move on to that subject for a second. My vintage geekiness. That's part of the reason why I collect vinyl. I'm really into the vintage styles and the vintage music and vintage everything. Even though I have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Apple devices. I'm a modern vintage, alright? Sorry, my bed is... Don't you hate it when you get on your bed and your sheets are like all over the place, and then you get that little bit of OCD that says, alright, I'm going to fix this. Just me? Okay. Anyway, my alarm clock that you can't see, it's like the vintage style where it's the hammer that beats back and forth on the 2 bells when the alarm goes off. And since it's 2 a.m., I am going to be hearing that in about 3 hours. Wow, I really need to get to sleep. And that is not going to be very pleasant, but it gets me a lot better up than the radio does, so it works. No, it's probably not a good idea to scare myself awake if my family has a history of heart problems. Moving right along, then. I'm going to sing to you in a whispery voice. sucks. And final exams are coming up for this year, so that really, 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 really sucks. And that's the problem with exams coming up. I have to do a lot of work, and the teachers don't even make it in a form where I can bring it home and make ASMR videos out of it. Those bastards. Sorry, there I go with bastards again. Those bastards. They killed Kenny. I make myself laugh, and that's probably a very bad thing. Moving right along, then. I'm really just... Oh, yes. I have something. I checked this out from the library. It is a book. No shit, what else would I check out from the library? I'm really sorry for being so vulgar today. I'm sorry, and I don't want to make it sound like I think that I don't think that I have the best comedy ever, but if you have the same sense of humor I do, then you're probably laughing more than you are relaxing. And if you don't have the same sense of humor I do, I probably sound really stupid, and you're probably about to unsubscribe. Please don't click off. Please don't unsubscribe. I love you. I really love you. And now that everyone who doesn't appreciate that sense of humor is off, it's time to get into my book. This is Edgar Allan Poe's Complete Works book. Pretty big. I like the cover on it. I'm gonna make a separate video for this, but might as well read a little bit if I can read. I can read. It's just low light situations, which is why the screen is black. I didn't put a black picture up here. I'm just literally walking around my room in pitch black. Okay, I can't read this, so I'm gonna... Yeah, here we go. Alright, I can't read this, so I'm just gonna hold the book and recite the Raven from memory the best I can. Once upon a midnight jury, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, rapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. I'm sorry, every time I think of that line, all I can picture is Eminem staying outside the store. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep on going with that. You're on boat. Distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December. And each... Oh, wait, why don't I just grab my iPod and read it? There we go. And each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from the books a kiss the sorrow of the lost Lenore. I am slurring like a motherfucker. For the rare and radiant maiden who the angel's named Lenore. Nameless here forevermore. Damn. I'm saving the rest of the poem for the video that I do. Lenore. Quoth the Raven nevermore. Oh, God, I'm so lonely and tired. I'm tired, but I'm so awake. I really need less caffeine. God. What was that? Okay, this is really getting out of hand. I'm not sure because you know what? I'm gonna change that statement. I'm just not really sure. This is probably way too drawn out for anyone to listen to, so if you're still listening, congratulations. You get a cookie. Sometimes I forget that there's actually a camera here and I just go about my usual talking to myself. I've had to redo 3 videos because of that. Usually my rambles are pretty off track as it is. But I remember once it was with a different channel.